Resource cards represent the many different tools a faction uses to get ahead in the villainous world of Lyridia. Sometimes a resource might be a secret stash of gold, other times it could be the seductive power of a muse. They are represented by the 5 staple resource icons: Obsession for Arcanists, Greed for Bankers, Elitism for Gearsmith, Deception for Rogues, and Rage for Warlords. Each icon a player controls, whether it is on a staple resource or another source that says provides and then that icon, generates one icon of that type. Currently, 3 kinds of resources exist: staple, non-staple, and face down. Staple resources always say staple at the bottom, and are the 5 basic resources shown here. Players can include as many of these in their decks as they want. Non-staple resources have special abilities or provide extra threshold. Only 4 of these cards can be played in a deck. Facedown Resources references a special rule in the Spoils card game. Any card can be played face down as a resource. Face down cards generate 1 Volition threshold. Some cards require Volition threshold instead of the other 5. While the original 5 icons correspond to an individual trade, Volition is often universal. Resources are used to pay for all other cards and abilities that say pay, such as your faction's abilities to draw extra cards or play extra resources. In order to play a card, the first thing you must do is look at the threshold icons. The Skilled Bannerman has 1 rage icon under its name. That means it requires 1 rage threshold to play. Since we only have 4 greed, we cannot play Skilled Bannerman, even though we have the appropriate amount of resources overall. We've played a rage resource. Now we've got at least 1 rage threshold. Threshold never goes away. Once you've got it, you always have it. Looking at the numeric cost in the top left-hand corner, we know we need 4 resources. Since we have at least 4 unattached resources and 1 rage threshold, we can play the Skilled Bannerman. To play, attach any 4 of your resources to your faction. It doesn't matter which resources you use. Threshold is always available and never runs out, so you can use any resources you want to play your cards.